As there was a magnetic pull towards Banaras, in 2022 July, we visited this city that always bustled with faith and spirituality. It was the month of Shravan and heavy flood. On the way to our hotel, we visited Sampurnanand Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya, established in 1791, and today it is one of the largest Sanskrit universities in the world. The campus is neat and green. As the ghats were submerged due to rising level of the Ganga, water transport was closed. So we walked through the narrow and winding lanes lined up with vibrant shops and sacred temples. Each turn reveals a new story. The air bustles with the sound of chanting as pilgrims and locals navigate their way through this timeless city. I could really experience the timelessness. I could see litter here and there and a heap of construction material I was ignoring because I was soaking into the essence of life along the bank of the Ganga. I realized why there was a pull that brought me there in Banaras. As I was proceeding towards our boutique hotel located on Darbhanga Ghat, I was really excited to see the river Ganga. Our hotel is a boutique hotel as it was an ancient Haveli, and the name is Bruj Rama Palace. It took 18 years for the restoration of this hotel. There was heavy rain in Uttarakhand, and that's why the Ganga in Banaras was flooding and turned into a vast sea. Boats were parked and almost 20 steps were in water, and we were told that the boating would not be allowed and we would not be able to stroll along the ghats. We could see that ghats were not bustling with devotees performing rituals and sadhus meditating. The intricate carving and colorful offering were hidden beneath the rising water of Ganga. It was late evening and the scene was marked by the contemplative stillness. I could feel a deeper connection to the holy river Ganga. It was time for evening aarti at the Shashwamedh Ghat. The sky transformed into deep blues, and some boats were there so that spectators could sit and witness the breathtaking aarti of the Ganga. It was an atmosphere filled with hope and prayers. The priest, adorned in traditional attire, moved gracefully. The sound of chanting, ringing bells, and shankhanad filled the air with spirituality. All devotees gathered there, immersed in the holy experience. It was a celebration of life, faith, and connection between humanity and the divine, and not just a ritual. The next day, we went to Kashi Vishwanath temple. As we were not allowed to carry our mobiles, I was not able to take a single pic. After reaching there, we performed Ridrabhishek first. The images which you are watching now were provided to us by our Panditji, and some I have taken from the net. After that, we went for darshan but not allowed in the Garbhagruh, and we were hardly able to stand there for a minute. After Ridrabhishek at the temple, we started for Sarnath, 8 kilometers away from Banaras. On the way, we saw many Kavadiyas. They are the devotees of Shiva. Millions of pilgrims fetch sacred water from the river Ganga and offer at the Shiva temple in the region or specific temples such as Kashi Vishwanath. They visit Banaras during Shravan. Ah, we reached Sarnath, the place so divine, so serene, so quiet. It was here that Buddha started teaching his followers and the Emperor Ashok started following Buddha religion. Dhammika Stup, built in the 5th century CE by the Emperor Ashok, marks the spot where Buddha is said to have given his first preaching and also where the original Sangha was formed. Sarnath is a home to several archaeological ruins, including monasteries, 500 stupas, and the remains of ancient temples. The site has been excavated, revealing relics that date back to the 3rd century BCE. Old carvings on the clay bricks were found during excavation. It is believed that these bricks are 2500 years old. They were treated during COVID so that they last for many years to come. The stupa is a blend of bricks and stone and has intricate carvings and motifs that inspires the weavers of Banaras. We also visited the archaeological museum of Sarnath. The main attraction was the lion capital of Ashok, the feature of the 3 lions mounted back to back on an abacus. At the bottom of it, there are carvings of a bull, a horse, an elephant, and another lion, symbolizing power, courage, confidence, and faith. All the sculptures and figures date back from 3rd century BC to 12th century AD. The museum was established in 1910 and all the antiquities displayed were found during excavation at Sarnath. After visiting the museum, it was time for sari shopping at Sarnath. The cards with holes that you see in the video have the designs taken from the carvings on the stupa. You can see how skillfully the weaver intertwines threads, transforming raw material into stunning textiles. Here, artisans weave not just the fabric but stories and traditions that have been passed down through generations. It was indeed an interesting experience. It was our 3rd day in Banaras. After early morning Mangla Aarti at the Kashi Vishwanath temple, I captured this beautiful morning on Darbhanga Ghat from our hotel terrace and I could see Banaras with a different view. After capturing the beautiful morning, we were on our way to get e-rickshaw to visit Banaras Hindu University and Ramnagar Fort. We passed through Banaras ki famous galiyan and we saw many shops selling lassi, sweets, clothes and sacred material. It was an experience in itself. On our way, we visited Ma Durga temple. The story says in 1767, when idol was tried to displace for immersion after Durga Puja, Ma Durga could not be moved from there. Ma gave a Swapna Darshan to the head saying, "Don't try to move me from here, I intend to stay here." Now on the way to Banaras Hindu University in e-rickshaw. Our main target was to visit Birla Mandir, which is also known as Kashi Vishwanath Mandir, must visit place. We crossed this bridge with a breathtaking view of the Ganga to reach Ramnagar Fort. We visited the Ramnagar Fort, built in 1750 by Kashi Naresh Balwant Singh Ji. The museum has good collection of swords, guns, rifles, Banarasi saris, royal dresses, costumes, vintage cars, palanquins, astronomical clocks. We were not allowed to take photos inside the museum. This museum was established in 1964 by Kashi Naresh Vibhuti Narain Singh ji. After the fort visit, we had Banaras ka famous pan and lassi. We also had chaat, but I don't have the pictures. Then it was time for photo shoot at the Haveli Hotel. Very next day, we traveled to Prayagraj, Allahabad. The fort that you see in the video is of the Allahabad fort. It is the largest fort built by the Mughal Emperor Akbar at Prayagraj in 1583. It stands on the bank of the river Yamuna near the confluence with the river Ganga. At present, it is used by army and only a limited area is open to the visitors. As we were moving towards Triveni Sangam, our boatman told us many interesting stories in an interesting way. Triveni Sangam, as we all know, is a confluence of three rivers, the Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. Saraswati is said to flow underground. We could clearly see the waters of two colors merging, the water of Ganga and Yamuna. It is believed that the drops of nectar fell from the hands of the gods here. So, it is believed that a bath in the Sangam will wash away one's sins. And so, we also took a dubki in Triveni Sangam. The visit to the Triveni Sangam evoked a sense of peace and spirituality and deeper connection to Mother Nature. On the last day in Banaras, we witnessed a beautiful morning as the water receded and the ghats were bustling with activities. It was time to say goodbye to beautiful and bustling Banaras.